Hey, Battle Bill, here with another video, and today we're getting some more Master League Premier Cup Go Battle League battles. Alright, today I got a shoutcast for you guys from a fellow PvPer in the community, also a fellow Twitch streamer by the name of JayRobbinStacks. I'm going to leave the link to his Twitch in the description. If you spend time on Twitch, highly recommend you check out his stream and you check out, I guess it's considered a channel. He puts together great Twitch content. He's an awesome PvPer, hits rank 10 consistently, awesome personality, and just runs a really strong and positive stream. Cannot recommend it enough. He submitted me some battles that I'm going to shoutcast for you guys with, of course, some pretty meta mons, Togekiss, Garchomp, and Magnezone. That's the main meta in Premier Cup, and I'm curious to see how he makes these three work together, because honestly, he kind of just took a few mons from two of my teams and put them together on one team, and I haven't really seen these mons together, so I'm very excited to see how well he's able to perform with this team. He actually ripped this straight from his stream, so if you think these are highly contested battles, because these are in like the 2800s, so they're going to be pretty sweaty, that's the type of content you get from his Twitch stream, so I highly recommend. So again, link to his Twitch is in the description. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on my YouTube channel also, and let's check out his battles. Getting into this first battle set, he's already going up against a current Season 4 rank 10 trainer, so you already know it's going to be a highly skilled, pretty sweaty battle. He's got a Magnezone going up against a Metagross lead. The way I like to typically play this one out is I'll build up to 2 full wild charges, let the Metagross throw their move, shield it no matter what, and then throw my wild charges back to back. If they don't shield, and throw a mirror shot instead of the second wild charge. He decides to charge up to almost 2 wild charges. He's going for the first one now. Question is it get a shield? It does get his opponent shield, and then his opponent swaps into a Swampert. He overfarms a little bit, and then he seemed like he was kind of debating on which Pokemon he wanted to swap into. Either Togekiss or Garchomp would have been pretty positive choices here, because they both had pretty decent matchups up against Swampert. Swampert's going for a Hydro Cannon here. Honestly, maybe going for Togekiss in this situation would have been better, just so it could avoid the Metagross at all costs. Either way, he's going for the Outrage on his Garchomp against a Swampert. Lands it, gets a Swampert super low. This next charge move is going to be another Hydro Cannon. The question is, how is he going to want to play this one out? He lets the Hydro Cannon go through. Does he want to try to commit to a Mud Shot down? He's going to have to at least shield one Hydro Cannon. He's getting a little bit of lag, and it turns into like he's a Mud Shot short. I don't know if that ended up being fair play on the way the Mud Shots went through, but now he's going to end up committing to the Mud Shot down. That lag was a bit unfortunate there in that situation. His opponent brings in a Dragonite, but he is charged up to an Outrage. So the question is, does the opponent respect it? The opponent respects the Outrage, lands a Sandtomb, gets a shield, gets off a second Sandtomb against his opponent's Metagross that just got swapped back in, and then he's going to swap his own Magnezone back into this. He's gonna have to what's he gonna do here? He decides to shield last second. I don't blame him. That's a safe call, especially because he was at the wild charge there, and the wild charge is gonna take out the Metagross's remaining health. Definitely don't want to take the chance of that being an Earthquake and then having to have one shield in your Togekiss up against a Metagross and this Dragonite. So right now, this match is pretty much wrapped up. His opponent's trainer name was I Cannot Be Tamed. Well, JayRobbinStacks is about to tame you. I'm sorry. I saw that name and I was like, yo, if he wins this match, I gotta say that. But either way, Dragonite's Dragon Claw is coming through, and now he's got Togekiss just to lock up this match. Lines up beautifully, so I take back what I said, wanting to swap in Togekiss against a Swampert, because it clearly worked out better in this situation. Alright, getting into the second match, he's going up against Hidden Boy 760. Question is, can JayRobbinStacks find the win condition against this boy? Alright, I'm gonna stop. My king jokes are a bit on a roll here. I'm going a little overboard. Either way, he's got a Magnezone on Magnezone lead here, going up against a Shadow Magnezone specifically. Let's see how he decides he's going to want to play this out. He's over farming, they're sparking away at each other. Typically, when the opponent throws first, they throw a Mirror Shot, but the issue is because they over farm past 100 energy, see Mirror Shot right there, his opponent might have been able to sneak in an extra spark to get ahead on energy there technically, but either way, now he's going for the wild charge. He's probably going to want to spam them back to back, gets his opponent's first shield, and is able to get off the second wild charge immediately. His opponent didn't try to click on the charge move, because his opponent should have won CMP there, unless, I mean, the Shadow I've heard doesn't actually take into effect, and his Magnezone does have higher CP. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, even though Shadow makes the Magnezone's attack higher, when it comes to CMP, it doesn't actually factor into how that works out. I don't know how to explain that any further than what I just did. Either way, my point is, in the mirror, the Shadow doesn't really get priority in CMP, is what I'm trying to say. Either way, he ends up losing out this situation, unfortunately, but is able to bring in his Garchomp to farm down the Magnezone, and he's in a one shield situation. He swaps in his Togekiss. His opponent has a Garchomp of their own, and he's going to be able to charm it all the way down. The issue here is his Togekiss is going to get Sand Tombed a bit, so when his opponent brings in their Togekiss again to charm away, those charms are going to do more damage. But because he's able to charm down the Garchomp's entire health, he will at least have an Ancient Power here, which will help in the situation of going up against his Togekiss. So he's going for the Ancient Power here. This should get his opponent's last shield. The Garchomp doesn't have any moves that are going to threaten his shield. It does get it. Does he get a boost? He gets a boost. Oh, that boost is huge. It essentially kind of clears those defense debuffs because it was 2 of them, and the boost raises the defense back to normal, and now his attack is doing 2-stage increase of damage. I'm pretty confident on that. And he did let me know that the second match got cut off. So, unfortunately, we kind of missed the ending there, but because of that boost, I'm pretty confident he was going to pull out that match, on top of the fact that he did have a fully healthy Garchomp in there. Actually, you know what's funny? He told me that the ending was pretty obvious. I don't know if that was that obvious, but either way, a solid match, and the boost was clutch. I'm sure those boosted charms would have done enough damage to win him that match. So let's say he's 2-0 in this set as we go. Getting into the third match, he's got a negative lead here. Magnezone up against Haxorus. Haxorus runs counter, which is going to deal super effective damage to the Magnezone. He seems to be staying in this matchup. He's going to have to take a Night Slash, because this definitely don't want to throw a Dragon Claw here. He's not going to shield it. He's going to take it, so I guess he's going to go for the Wild Charge and essentially sacrifice the Magnezone and get off whatever damage he could potentially get off, and then rely on his back line to win out this match. Throws it. He's going to swapping into the Togekiss, ends up getting a charm through onto the Magnezone though, so the Magnezone swaps into hard counter his Togekiss. So right off the bat, this match ain't looking pretty. Gets hard countered on the lead, hard countered on the swap in. Let's see if he's able to figure out a way out of this matchup. Decides not to shield, completely understand. His attack gets debuffed, not making too much of a difference. Togekiss doesn't have a positive matchup here either way. Saving all his shields for Garchomp. Hopefully that'll end up paying off for him. It's not looking too positive though, because the Haxorus can still do some work against the Garchomp, but he will at least be able to farm down the Magnezone. Oh, his opponent decided to stop attacking. That wasn't lag. His opponent decided to stop attacking to, I guess, give less farm to whatever his last Pokemon is, which ends up being a Garchomp in this case. So now let's see how his opponent decides to counter his Garchomp. They both have 2 shields apiece, so we're going to wait on his opponent's decision here. And their last Pokemon is a Metagross. So even though he got hard countered off the bat with those first 2 Mons, he actually has potential to pull out this match here. He's going to spam these Sand Tombs. First one doesn't get the shield. Makes sense. He swaps to catch the move. This is 100% a Meteor Mash. Just going to let Magnezone go down essentially as an extra shield, which is going to be huge. His opponent decided to try and undercharge that Meteor Mash, so the Magnezone essentially survived it, but when the Haxorus got swapped in, the counters took it out. He Sand Tombs the Haxorus, and that almost allowed him to farm down the Haxorus before it got off the charge move. Unfortunately, does just get to the Dragon Claw, has to use his shield here, but again, that sacrificial swap that he pulled with the Metagross's Meteor Mash onto the Magnezone was huge, because even though his opponent has 2 shields here, these Sand Tombs are going to debuff his opponent's Metagross's defense. So he might be able to pull this out just from Mudshotting down. Honestly, he has a shield here. I think he's going to pull out this match. He's got this one. He's got it double debuffed. He has a shield for another. Oh man, he's definitely got this one. He's got a shield for this Meteor Mash that's going to come through, and he's literally 1 Mudshot away from the Sand Tomb. So that was actually bonkers that he lost lead, lost swap, was still able to pull it out because of how clutch Garchomp can be when you give it 2 shields, technically 3 in the form of Magnezone. So he pulls out that match, 3-0 set, really intense battle so far, very exciting. Honestly, I'm still pretty in shock from that last match, how he pulled that one out. Let's get into the 4th one though. He's got a Magnezone on another Magnezone lead. Seems like the meta's starting to adapt more Magnezone leads because of the fact that there are so many Togekisses everywhere. So let's see how he decides to play this one out. Probably going to do what he did last time and just farm up until his opponent throws a move. Yep, they're past 100 energy at this point. Opponent's throwing the move. Like I said earlier, typically when they throw, the first move is a Mirror Shot. He decides not to shield, ends up being a Mirror Shot. goes for a mirror shot of his own. It didn't seem like his opponent snuck through a spark, so they should be even on energy. Gets his opponent's shield, which is huge, and gets the attack debuff, so he's in a very positive spot here. Could definitely no shield this one. It'll most likely be a wild charge at this point. Yeah, his opponent's just going to go for it, and now he's going to go for his back-to-back wild charges. His opponent didn't really have a choice there based on the fact that they ended up getting debuffed from the mirror shot. Gets his opponent's second shields, and then tries to click on a mirror shot, at least looked like, and CMP tied. He's going to shield that. That unfortunately ends up being a mirror shot. Alright, I missaw there, because I was going to say going for the mirror shot, that makes sense considering the Magnezone has no shields left. Now he's going for a wild charge of his own, and it lands. Well, obviously it lands. What am I saying? Of course it lands. And takes out the Magnezone because it was debuffed. Those wild charges are hitting hard. He gets to another wild charge up against his opponent's Snorlax before going down, and then gets licked down, but still has shield advantage and 1-out lead. Gonna go into his Garchomp here. Probably just gonna go straight Outrage. Yeah, that makes the most sense. No reason to debuff the defense and then throw the Outrage when the Snorlax is already pretty low. He's going to let the charge move go through, ends up only being a body slam. Going to go for this Outrage. It won't take out. Oh, he's over farming. The Outrage, it's going to get the Snorlax, like, it's going to either just take it out or get it relatively, like, low and put it in farm range, but he's making sure he farms ahead of time. But unfortunately, the Snorlax was able to swap out, but this Outrage is going to land on the Gyarados, so this ends up being pretty positive. Swaps into the Togekiss. Yeah, this match is wrapped up. This Gyarados is running Dragon Breath. It has no chance here. He's going to be able to charm down the Gyarados. He's going to be able to charm down the Snorlax when it comes in. No reason to shield this. Got to this move way too quickly for it to be anything worrisome, like a potential Hydro Pump, but like no Gyarados are running that these days anyway. So Snorlax comes back in. He's going to go for, oh, his opponent goes for another move. Do you shield it out of respect? It's a body slam. You're going to survive it? Nope. Lets a body slam go through. Can't really blame him there. Going to go for the Ancient Power here. Won't take out the Snorlax, but the next charm should, and he's going to be off to a 4-0 start in this set. The question is, can he clinch the 5-0 in the next match? Really well played, awesome matchups, played out that Magnezone matchup precisely. Getting to this fifth match, going up against Epic Evan. It's going to be an epic match trying to clinch that 5-0. I'm sorry, I said I was done with the King jokes earlier. I'm not. Love you, King. Shout out Pogo King like always. He's got another Magnezone on Magnezone lead here. Can he play this precisely how you want to play it out? I don't know why I said precisely the way I did at the end of that last clip. But either way, he's playing out the exact same way, staying consistent. Very key in winning these types of mirror matchups out. Again, build up past 100 energy, opponent goes for the mirror shot. He actually plays out a little bit different this time versus last time, because last time he went for the mirror shot. This time he's going straight wild charge. I feel like his opponent is ahead on energy because another spark went through before he threw the wild charge, because he threw another spark, but he was already past 100. So he might be behind on energy here. Baits his shield though after landing the wild charge, so that kind of helps him out. And his opponent should be at 2 wild charges at this point. So what's he going to do? Decides to shield the first wild charge, probably hoping he can at least CMP tie or get to the next wild charge. Unfortunately not able to. This is definitely another wild charge that's going to come through. He lets it go through. His Magnezone unfortunately is not able to survive, but he can come in with the Garchomp, completely farm it down, and stay in a one shield situation. And ooh. Sorry, I saw Togekiss come in, but he was in a one shield situation there and had to get his Garchomp out, even though it had a little bit of extra energy for whatever was going to come in. Ended up being a Togekiss, which is why I was like, oh, that extra energy is not helping. But his opponent has a dragon of their own, because when he swapped in his Togekiss, his opponent's Togekiss stayed in, so that kind of gave it away that whatever his opponent's third Pokemon was, didn't want to see the Togekiss, which ends up being this Dragonite. Lands the Ancient Power. Oh, it unfortunately gets to a charge move here. It's definitely going to be a Dragon Claw. Man, the no shield, every little chip damage here is going to be crucial because of the fact that that was about the size of an opposing charm. So he's going to really have to hope he can charm down. Unfortunately, not able to. His Garchomp, oh man, this is going to be a matchup. His Garchomp going to be a confirmed Togekiss counter? Is he going to be able to get off 2 outrages here to take out this Togekiss with his Garchomp? His opponent doesn't shield the outrage, expecting the Sand Tomb, and he's able to clinch the 5-0 by showing everybody that Garchomp is a Togekiss counter. Confirmed. That was insane. Bro, those matches were wild. JayRobbinStacks, I appreciate you submitting the set, specifically this one, because that was a crazy 5-0. That team of Magnezone, Togekiss, Garchomp looks like a lot of fun to use. I had to take it off your hands and try it out myself. Giving you full credit, absolutely. Guys, if you want to see more intense battles like that from JayRobbinStacks, the link to his Twitch is in the description of this video. Highly recommend you checking him out, throwing him a follow there. Other than that, let me know what you guys thought of the battles. I really enjoyed shoutcasting them. And if you guys have awesome battles like these, or even just spice picks, things along those lines that you've been testing out and having success with in Master Premier Go Battle League, the link to my Google form is in the description of this video. Feel free to submit your battles there. Other than that, I feel like I said other than that twice already. I'm sorry, I apologize. I don't have any other catchphrases, but please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.